Hi everybody, I'm Jared Pike. This is Shell Point Today for Monday, May 19th. And let me tell you, it feels great to be back. Now, before we go any further, I have to take care of something. That's right, folks. We're in widescreen, high definition, looking as good as or better than any other channel on your TV set. In fact, let me give you a tour of the advancements we've been working on here at the Shell Point TV studio. So the first thing you'll notice is our sets here in the studio. In widescreen high definition, you'll see more of them. And we have beautiful sets with lots of detail in them. And thanks to these new cameras, you'll get to see them in better quality than ever. And I think you'll agree, these new cameras make even me look good. Now around here is the master control for the TV studio. This is Adam. Say hi, Adam. And as you can see, he has at his command editing computers, playout computers, script computers, switchers, audio, lighting. It all happens right here in this area. Now, an important innovation you might not have thought of, a dressing room. Yes, every studio needs one because we wear different clothes every day on the show, and now the girls have a place to put their jackets and jewelry and things. And yes, even the guys have a place for their clothes. Now, we have a recording light so that people don't barge in the studio while we're recording. Very important. Now, one of the most interesting innovations is right here. It's a green room. Now, it's not green, but that's just what we call it. It's a waiting room where guests can come in and relax before they go on Shell Point TV. They can read magazines, they can watch our show, enjoy a bottle of water, and then go on TV when it's their time. This is a very important part of Shell Point TV. Now, we also have offices. This is my office where I edit stories. And then in Dan's office, we have the master control for broadcasting. You can see everything in this rack is what's necessary to broadcast the 3 channels, 11, 12, and 13. And we monitor every single thing that goes on Shell Point TV. That's a lot of monitors. One final innovation is around here, a workshop. Equipment breaks down sometimes and we have to fix it. Now we have a place to fix it. We have a place for microphones, for cables, for lighting equipment, for all the doodads that it takes to bring you Shell Point TV. Now, as kind of a sampler of what you can expect from this brand new high-definition Shell Point TV, we're going to show you a bit of the brand new remastered Flowers and Fountains. can look forward to that and much more on all 3 channels of the ShellPoint TV media empire. But for now, it's time to get back to the business at hand, informing you about what's going on at ShellPoint today. Summer is the perfect time to master the computer, and some resident volunteers are offering their services. If you have questions about the Windows 8 operating system or computing questions in general, then head down to the Island Tunnel and the Computer Teaching Center this afternoon between 1:15 and 3 p.m., where resident volunteers can help you and give you a little show and tell of what you can do with your Windows 8 computer. Now tomorrow, we have another technology highlight, this one specifically for people with hearing loss. The event is listed in the weekly reminder as Telephone Equipment Loan, which is kind of a bland name for a very vital program. If you're hard of hearing and you have a landline telephone, you can get a free amplified phone from an organization called Florida Telecommunications Relay Incorporated, FTRI. They specialize in equipment that can help anyone use the telephone, even if they are completely deaf. Learn how at a Health Connection class tomorrow at 2 p.m. in the Grand Cypress Room. And speaking of free, on Wednesday, we are offering free skin cancer screenings from nurse practitioner Shannen Vixler. These are private and confidential screenings which can help save your life. They take place Wednesday between 1 and 4 p.m. in the Woodlands Oak Room. All you have to do is call the service desk to set up a 15-minute appointment. We talked with Shannen to learn more.
Did you know that May is National Skin Cancer Awareness Month? Well, the Health Connection planned ahead, and we went ahead and arranged for a skin cancer screening right here on property. And it's going to take place on Wednesday, May 21st. And we'll be offering 15-minute appointments between the times of 1 and 4 in the Oak Room at the Woodlands. One of those people doing the screenings is Shannen Vixler, and you work with Dr. Hawkins. And you've been coming here to the Arbor for about 8 years.
Yes, we have.
Right?
Goes
So
by
you,
fast.
yes, you know the ShellPoint residents very
Yes.
well.
Yeah, we do.
Right. So it is National Skin Cancer Awareness Month. What are some interesting facts about skin cancer and how it affects us?
Okay. Well, skin cancer is the most common type of cancer in the United States. Believe it or not, there are more than 3.5 million skin cancer diagnoses each year. And 1 in 5 Americans will have skin cancer in their lifetime, which is a big number.
That is big.
And 1 person dies of malignant melanoma every hour.
Oh,
So those are alarming statistics. So the
Yes.
American Academy of Dermatology has Skin Cancer Awareness Month, and they promote people getting skin cancer screenings, and we're doing one of those here for free.
okay. That is such a nice gesture that you're all doing. How many times a year should we be getting screened for skin
Well, if
cancer?
you've never had skin cancer, you should go once a year. But if you've had melanoma, it's more frequently, like every 6 months. Some people
Okay.
go every 4 months, depending on your exposure when you were younger and how rapidly you grow things or not.
Okay. Myself being a freckled face, I know that I need to take care of this myself. Now, we're not doing this in a medical setting. We're doing it in the Oak Room. What can people expect out of the 15-minute appointment when they come?
Well, we'll take a general history if they've had skin cancer before, and there's a little form they fill out, and then we kind of examine them head to toe, and on that form we mark areas that are suspicious so they can take it to their dermatologist of choice and get those spots checked.
Okay. And our setup crew is going to be putting up dividers in the room.
make it more
so
private, yes.
it will be private and you'll go back behind. And we'll be doing 2 screenings at a time.
Correct.
Dr. Hawkins will be there, you will be there, and we'll be able to provide that
Correct.
service and get as many people through as we can.
This should be fun.
All right. And I suggest anybody to sign up for it. It's a free screening. You have to sign up, and you can do so by calling Jenny Miller Plaza at 454-8247. That's a little bit different than calling the service desk because you need to make your 15-minute appointment. So call her directly to make that appointment. I'm Mary Franklin along with Shannen. Make it a happy and healthy day.
The Academy is also in full swing, and one Academy event that happens every week now has a new name. Appreciating Words is a group that loves language and picks interesting words, explores their meanings and histories, and discusses how words are affecting current events today. And the best part? It's free and open to anyone who wants to attend. Appreciating Words happens every Monday at 10:30 a.m. in the Oak Room at the Woodlands. Terry Kolath tells us more.
Hello everyone, I'm Terry Kolath. I'm here today with two special guests from our weekly Monday class, Appreciating Words. I'm speaking with Ellen Dominsky of Parkwood and Dan Warner of Turbin. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate so much how we had some good conversations about this class. We looked at what do we call this class? What do we do in this class? Because it's such an amazing experience for people who attend that we wanted to get more people there. So we changed the way we describe it a little bit to Appreciating Words. And Ellen, if someone came to this class on Monday, and you can stop in any Monday, there's no registration, no barriers. If someone arrived on a Monday, what happens? Share with us what happens.
Well, we would like to introduce them, introduce ourselves, and pretty much let them know what the class is all about. No pressure. Come and enjoy it. Listen to what we do. We tear words apart. We analyze them and sometimes just compare words to other words, and it's a lot of fun.
Now, Dan, you're a columnist. Words are a part of what you have done for years in wonderful Pulitzer Prize-winning ways. You must appreciate the word.
Yeah, I do. I appreciate words very much, but I try to use simple words. I try to use words that illuminate, that help tell a story. So if the word doesn't help tell a story, I don't use it. So a lot of what I get there is just entertainment. It's just, I listen to these things that are sort of phenomenal, where words came from, what happened. But also we get in discussions about all kinds of things. The words prompt discussions about whatever.
Right. I'm constantly changing language. There must be words that our parents didn't know, and our grandparents couldn't have conceived of, words that come from technology. For instance, like I'm texting you. Laugh online. I mean, words like that. We in this group look at words that are a little more common, a little more part of our culture, right? And take them apart and...
Yes, we do. And occasionally we'll come up with something that's very, very simple. We will call this a couch. Someone else may call it a Chesterfield. Why? Why is there such a difference between the two things that are really the same, two different words? And we'll discover Chesterfield was just a person's name. And you wouldn't know that unless you discuss it, unless somebody brought in the word.
Interesting. It kind of reminds me of the word Kleenex. We all call tissues a Kleenex. Why? They're a tissue, and they're made by various people. But I can see what you mean by having discussions about the words. That must be the most fun part.
To me it is, because, we'll get into everything, politics, history, economics, that just kind of come off the top of our minds. We have some very smart people. I'm not one of them, but there are a lot of, we have some, it's not so much as smart as that they're interested in the world.
Certainly.
So, they have a lot to share.
Yeah, and that's a really good point, because people have asked me, do you have to be a PhD to get into this class? I mean, word etymology, that sounds like, that sounds like heavy-duty stuff, but we all can appreciate a word, can't we, Ellen?
We can, and sometimes the origin of a word is quite different from the etymology, which is literally tearing it apart. The origin of the word is just where it comes from. It may be as simple as a place, or a person's name, or just how it's used.
And it catches on.
It catches.
Well, I think that one of the most fun things about coming to Appreciating Words, you just have an opportunity to spend a little more time with these two people and some more people who appreciate words just like they do. It's summertime. You may have a little extra time on your hands. It's air conditioned, and I can assure you, you'll meet interesting people and interesting words.
Well, speaking of words, we now have a preview of David Howenstein's radio program, Listening to the Words, which, as a reminder, now airs on Channel 12 on your SPTV dial. Here's David Howenstein.
Hello again. After a 2-week hiatus for all 3 Shell Point channels, Listening to the Words is back with a new show. It includes an excerpt from Chapter 1 of one of the books at the Shell Point gift shop. It's titled The Nunca Riddle. A teenage woman from Sanibel proves herself in the Amazon rainforest. Also on this week's program, a story written by Shell Point resident Linda Forsey titled The Disappearing Bed. And you won't want to miss Shell Point resident Mary Hardwick's reading of a piece titled It's Dark in the Back of the Closet. Oh yes, and I'll be reading a special letter from the grandson of Shell Point resident Mary Hallbach. This is David Hauenstein, reminding you that the 30-minute program airs twice each hour all this week. Please note that Listening to the Words is heard now on Shell Point Channel 12.
I'm Bev Chandley, and this is Leslie Brand, and we're going to go over the activities that we offer here at Shell Point today. We're going to start out at 8 o'clock. We'll have the Community Thrift Store spring cleaning pickup at Eagles Preserve and the Springs. 9 o'clock, we have the men's match play doubles tennis down at the Woodlands Tennis Courts. 9:15 is always a busy time, and we have billiards at the Resident Activities Center. We have pottery with instruction available at the Pottery Studio. And then our last 9:15 activity is virtual bowling. That's in the Resident Activities Center as well. 10 o'clock is the time the Suzy Q will be heading to Matanzas Inn for lunch. You do need to sign up at the Island Greeters desk for those outings. At 10:30, we have the Disciple Men's Bible Study Group. That'll be in the game room of the Woodlands. At 10:45, we have table tennis playing clinic down in the Tarpon Room. And we round out the morning's activities at 11:30 with the Health Connections class. This is agility and flexibility. That's in the Health Club, and that's currently full. Now here's Leslie for your afternoon lineup.
Thank you, Bev. At 12 o'clock, we have Mahjong in the Sable Room at the Woodlands. 1:15, Samba, the card game, in the Library Lounge. Also at 1:15, we have table tennis in the Tarpon Room. And 1:15, tone chimes in the Osprey Room. And our last 1:15 activity is free walk in help with Microsoft Windows 8.1 and related computer software at the Computer Teaching Center on the island. Arrive anytime between 1:15 and 3 o'clock. 1:45, Health Connections, Balance and Mobility Training Level 1 in the Health Club. 2 o'clock is the Beady-Eyed Bead Club in the Oak Room of the Woodlands. 3 o'clock, we have a Health Connections Pilates Stretch in the Health Club. And we're going to end the day today at 6:30, Duplicate Bridge in the Game Room of the Woodlands. Thank you for tuning in with us today. We hope you have a fabulous Monday.
Hi, I'm Terry Kolath, and I'm so glad to be back with you to share what's going on in the Academy of Lifelong Learning. Today at 10:30, we have Appreciating Words. Tomorrow we have several new classes. Writing Your Memoirs on the Computer with Marty Gibson of Lakewood. The Story of Buddha continues with Professor Adrian Kers. This is session 2. And an Apple iPad class, Apps with Penny Modrich of Nautilus. And a computer class, Where Did That File Go? With Al Kaplan of Oakmont.
Menus for Monday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is balsamic glazed chicken with white beans and kale. The dinner special is Old Home Cooking Night for $9.95, and the soup of the day is cream of chicken. In the Island Cafe for lunch on Monday, the special is a tuna melt with coleslaw for $7.25. The dinner special is char-grilled pork loin with fruit salsa, red potatoes, and steamed broccoli for $8.25. And the Palm Grill is closed on Mondays. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Hi, welcome to Village Church Connections. I'm Andy Hawkins. I'm the senior pastor of the Village Church, and I'm here with Glenda Stephenson, who's our church administrator. And Glenda, we come to the sanctuary these days. We see yellow tape all over the place. We see a bunch of construction trucks outside, and all kinds of signs saying "Don't enter." And except for our office spaces, which are certainly accessible at this time, there's a lot going on in the sanctuary, isn't there? And we want wanted to bring people up to date a little bit about what's happening with our renovation process, which we're right in the middle of right now. So tell us a little bit about what's been happening and what's going on inside.
Well, there is a lot going on, as you said. Our goal all along has been to be able to start May 1, and praise the Lord, we did.
We did.
On May 1, our moving company was there, packing up everything that needed to be packed up in the sanctuary, under the stage, in the church library, boxing it all up and stacking it up backstage. They got that done in 2 days. And then on May the 5th, we started demolition. And part of the demolition involved bringing down the ceiling tiles and all the insulation so they could have access to the electrical up there. Mm-hmm. They've taken up the carpet. And we also got rid of all our chairs.
Isn't that remarkable? And I understand that we were able to donate all those chairs to a number of different organizations.
We did. There were actually 5 different ministries that we donated chairs to, and they were so grateful to get them.
And so in addition to those things being removed, that sort of sets the stage for sort of the next major thing that they're going to be doing, and that's really working on the electrical in the ceiling area, right?
That's true, and they've been working on that in the hospitality room, the chapel, and in the sanctuary area. Mm-hmm. Electricians are there from first thing in the morning. They're usually there when I arrive at 8, and they're usually still working when I leave, and so they're putting in some good hours trying to get this moving along, and we appreciate it.
That's great. And so sort of the demolition and preparation work is really well on the way, and we see that materials have been ordered and all the permits have gone through, and the scheduling of the workers has taken place the way we intended. So we're very pleased, aren't we, in terms of how things are unfolding so far.
We are, and we are very grateful for the project management team at Shell Point.
Absolutely.
They've been great to work with. They've been putting the details together very orderly and managing the project very well thus far, and we're very grateful for their help.
Yeah, that's terrific. Now, how about the money? How about the finances for all of this? Obviously, we got involved in a project called Refresh and Renew. Mm-hmm. We established a goal of $1 million to raise to cover the project that the church raised so that we would provide this as a ministry and a gift to the community, as well as to benefiting our church itself. So tell us about where we are in that whole process of fundraising.
Yeah, our goal was $1 million, and we are so very close. At this point, our cash and commitments total about $970,000, and so we are just shy of that $1 million goal by just a little bit. And our people have been so generous, so supportive, so responsive to this project. And I don't even know how to say thank you, but
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
We do really very much appreciate the generosity of the people who have done so much to provide this opportunity for us. And as I understand it as well, the estimates and the bids have come in are pretty much right where we expected them to be in that neighborhood.
They are. We always hold our breath just a little bit till we get all the actual bids in to make sure our prior estimates are accurate, mm-hmm. and they have been. We are in good shape as far as the bids thus far. Because it's a 40-year-old building, mm-hmm. we know that we could encounter some surprises along the way. We've actually budgeted a little bit of money for any of those surprises, mm-hmm. and I think we're in good shape.
That's exciting. Yeah, well, it is exciting. Actually, we're able to go into our offices and work up there, but we see this sort of vapor barrier all around protecting the office area from the sanctuary work area, mm-hmm. and so we're always in the offices and hearing things happen and lifts moving up and down and machines running, all those kinds of things. So it's exciting to see what's happening on a day-to-day basis, and we're looking forward to its completion whenever it gets completed. Obviously, these projects don't happen quickly. It's a big space, and we have a lot of things to do with it. But I think people will be really, really thrilled with the whole process as it unfolds.
I believe that's true.
That's
yes.
great. Well, we just wanted to keep you all up to date and help you understand that things things are happening in the sanctuary area, the village church, and the auditorium that is going to be a blessing not only to the church but also to the Shell Point community. And things are making good progress, and we hope that we see you soon. Reminding you all, of course, that we do have regular services not in the sanctuary right now, but down at the Woodlands and the Grand Cypress Room at 9 and 11 on Sunday mornings, and in the Social Center on Sunday evenings at 6:15. So we hope to see you at one of those locations very soon.
We're glad you joined us for today's show. Tune in tomorrow as Tim Stephenson shares how Lincoln Logs are a perfect metaphor for building your finances. We'll also witness the Blessing of the Hands, a unique Shell Point tradition in the Larson Pavilion. Until then, this is Shell Point Today for Monday, May 19th. I'm Jared Pike, and from all of us here at Shell Point TV, we hope you have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.